What up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, back at you with another one. As you can see from the intro, we was out at the range letting them things go. So the mission right now is to get some rounds through that watchtower, let it break on in, just see how it's going to run. So far, no issues as far as reliability, but we want to get the round count up on it and let that thing get nice and loose. But we took some guests out there just to have some friendly competition. A little mini comparison, not really comparison, but just something else to run beside it. So let's get a little housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We are in a safe and controlled environment. We're not selling any firearms, nor are we selling any accessories. We're not promoting the sale of any firearms, nor are we promoting the sale of any accessories. So that's what it is. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the content, hopefully you'll subscribe and come back and see us. If you're a returning viewer, you know I appreciate your support. Appreciate you being along for the ride. We're going to keep this journey going. So let's get into it. So the lineup, we took 4 different firearms out to the range. Primary guest was this Rock Island. So we're still getting a round count up on this bad boy. We had optic issues last time. Didn't quite have that issue, but we're still going to be flipping the optic on this bad boy. Just not content with what we got. Weapon is clear. Mag clear, nothing in the weapon. So yeah, this bad boy is running good. Trigger feels like it's softening up. So I guess that's just a wear in, work in process. So no complaints there. It was heavier than advertised, but as I said initially, that's probably just a break-in thing. It'll probably grow into its own. So if you look there, that's your take up. There. So drop that mag. And there's your reset. There we go. So still softening up. We're still not where it's advertised, but no complaints. The barrel is still holding up as far as the coating. This bad boy gets real grimy out there shooting it, but it does clean up well. The one thing I'll say is if you are running this, I would not suggest going a couple of round visits before cleaning it because it cakes up pretty good. So you want to get on top of it each time back and clean that bad boy up so it doesn't become an issue. But finish still looks nice. No issues. No issues with the coating. So finish still looks good. So no complaints at all. No complaints at all. The grip, I'm good with the grip. I've been watching that Icarus grip, and maybe sometime down the road I'll pull that trigger. But for now, we're going to rock with the grip that came on it. It's getting the job done. Optic-wise, the optic was an experiment. These are some knockoff clones. Just want to see how they're going to run, if it's any quality to them at all, because it wasn't a loss if they were junk, and they are truly junk. So I've got a CNH optic coming, CNH comp, and that's what we're going to run on this bad boy. This got the job done, but it is far from sufficient. So this is going to be going away. If you're not familiar with the CNH comp, it's an SRO style red dot as far as shape. But nice styling, nice quality optic, and that's what we're going to be running. So that should probably be in sometime next week. So that's going to be our deal. And that's pretty much it. You know, initial outing, I started with this and just zeroed the optic, put some shots on target, make sure we were dialed in. Once I got there, then we brought in the other ones. So for now, let's jump out to the range and we'll check out that footage, get this bad boy dialed in, and then we'll get the party started. So let's head out to the range. All right, so we're running. Now, we're back out here with the WatchTower. Different optic. We're going to get it dialed in. Let's run it. Bam. Just got to put the mag in there first. So we hot. And we're going to get right to the head. Okay. Okay. Moving. It's a little low. A little low. So I need to bring it up. Here. I have to compensate. So we bring it up just a little bit. All right. Let's go up. Let's see if that was it. Let's see. Let's go to that left target, see if we're up. Still a little low. Let's go back to that left target. I don't think it's coming. There we go. Now, same left target. I think it's froze. I ain't had a grip safety engaged. Okay, one more. We can come up just a second. We might be there. Let's put a couple more rounds in there just to make sure. Let's switch to that right target over there. So dead center. I went just a little too much. Okay, let's go center again. Okay, you can still slightly high, but I think that's, we'll back it off just a little bit more. And I think that might be it. So stick another mag in here. But this is much better than the last outing. So let's stay center. Just a smidget high. I think I might just compensate for that. Stay center. I think that's it. Let's go back up to that upper left. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Upper right. Dead center headshot. Okay. So now let's go back. Dead center on the body. Oh yeah. In there now. Let's hit it with some double taps. Double tap to the head. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So we'll freeze it there. I'm gonna reload these mags, and then we'll come back and do a little something different. All right. So welcome back. So as you can see, we're dialed in now. This bad boy is on. It's so easy to shoot. You know, the size, the weight, it's just you're dead on. So once you get it dialed in, the optic, even with the irons, you don't have much of a co-witness with the deck here, but you've got enough of a co-witness to where irons are not a problem. So I shot this bad boy, both irons and optic, and no complaints at all. So next out, we brought our guest in, and that's this Rock Island. Magazine's empty. Weapon is empty. Mag back in for aesthetic. So this is my Rock Island Pro Match. Chambered in 9mm. And the Pro Match, there's a TAC, Ultra, and then there's a Pro Match. So Pro Match is a step up from the TAC Ultra. You get the bull barrel. You get the LPA sights on here. This bad boy, I think they work it over a little more as far as the slide. And this bad boy is soft. You already got a reverse plug in there, so they give you something to work with. And if you hear, so this bad boy is nice and soft. So I wanted to run them side by side and just see it from a speed standpoint. I know it's not a comparison, but just wanted to see how much this bad boy was going to hold its own with the WatchTower. I do have plans. I've been talking with Skip as far as what I want to do with this. So he's giving me some option. Been communicating through email of what I want to do with this. And I've gone back and forth, but I think I've settled in on what I want to do. So I just got to reach out to him and let him know exactly what my final decision is as far as how I want to set this up. But this is going to be nice. This is a piece here that well, you can do it either with a little bit of money or you can do it with a lot of money. Just depending on how crazy you want to go. I went a little crazy with my thought initially. So I backed back down to reality because what I wanted to do is going to pretty much cost you what it costs you just to buy another nice, especially with the new 2011s coming out. You can buy a whole gun. So I'm scaling it back. Just going to freshen it up, make it much nicer than it is. And when I do get this bad boy done, it's going to be some kind of nice. So next outing, ran this with the Rock Island, did some precision shooting, did some double taps. And we also brought in our other guest here, which is the Tomasie Customs, 40 cal, empty. That's empty. So we brought that in, and that's chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. If you're familiar with the channel, then you're familiar with this piece. And that's a nice double stack piece there. And then our final guest, which I ran with the 40, is this polished up Rock Island. So this here, mag is empty. Weapon is empty. That mag back in there for aesthetic. This is chambered in 45 ACP, and this is the one that I polished up. So this here, nice piece. Enjoy shooting this one. And this bad boy's got the weight to hold it down, as with the other ones. All those Rock Islands pretty much running the same frame, that para platform, and they're all carrying some weight. So ran this with the 40 just to give it some sort of light competition. Obviously, they need to run it next to the 9s, but that's where we are. Let's jump out to the range, check out that footage, then we'll come back in. All right, good people. So we should be running. Let me just make sure we're on. Oh yeah, we're running. So we got this WatchTower out here. So we're running that Demolitia. We got the Rock Island out here. So this is the Pro Match. So we're going to run that as a guest appearance. We got that Tomasie Customs 40 cal. We're going to run that. And we got the big dog 45 ACP Rock Island. We're going to run that. So looks like we're about empty here. So let's go ahead and swap that mag out. Put us a fresh mag in there. Got a lot of mags floating around here. You got to make sure you grab the right one. All right. So let's stick that in there. And let's go ahead and stick this other round in here. So we're just going to run a couple shots back to back just to see how these bad boys recoil in comparison. You got the WatchTower, which is ported, V10 ported, so we know it's good and flat. But I mainly want to shoot this back to back with this Rock Island. You got significant difference in price, but this Pro Match hose is on. It's got the additional weight, heavier than that Rock Island's all steel. So this bad boy shoots pretty flat. So we're gonna run those back to back. And then the 40 and the 45, that's kind of for fun. But we're gonna run those. So let's start with this Demolitia. And we'll start on that left target, dead center. So. Yeah, that mag is about done. But don't fear, we've got more. So let's stay there on that left target center. You can see this bad boy shoots nice and flat. But having said that, Rock Island shoots pretty decent as well. And we'll stay center. It's obviously not as flat as that Demolition, but for the difference in money, it's a nice firearm, nice starter piece. So with the proper modifications, this could be a beast. So let's stay in that center target and just watch the recoil, and then we'll go back to that WatchTower. Hold it tight. So that's pretty decent. Let's hit a double tap. That's solid. Yeah. Back to the WatchTower. Safety off. That was a serious flinch. Grip safety. See why they pin them now. Let's double tap. Big difference. I mean, you see what you pay for, and yet and still, just give you an idea that Rock Island is a nice investment. You put a little money in that bad boy, and you got yourself a hell of a firearm, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get some work done on that bad boy. Let's, for accuracy, go to that top left target up there. There we go. And from there, switch over to this Tomasie Customs. So 40 cal, nice piece. You expect some more jump. It's a 40, but let's see exactly where it's going to be. We'll go to that top right target on that left side. Yeah. So this bad boy is accurate. Now, let's jump over to the big boy. As I say, God's caliber. It's Rock Island. 45 ACP. Stay at that same target. Yeah. You feel that kick? A seal for 45. This bad boy runs. That weight, these Rock Islands, I think they come in about 50 ounces or so. It's up there. So, get a good grip on it. This bad boy runs. Light want to come off. That's what happens when you run these A specs. You don't get it tight, like it's tight right there. But when you get to shooting it, the vibration, especially on that 45, that bad boy moves. So a couple more rounds. Yeah. I like the hard hitting of that 45. So let's come back over. A couple of double taps out of this 40. I don't know how many's left in there, but once again, big flinch. All of one. So I've got other mag here. So this bad boy. Slide lock. Okay, so double tap. For a 40, this thing runs. It runs. So We just want to do a little light comparison with the big boys. We're gonna put them up and we're gonna get back over to these 9s and we're gonna run them mags out. So give me a minute, let me regroup and I'll be right back at you. All right, so as you can see, both the 9s are dialed in. The the WatchTower is quick. This bad boy is quick. What this is gonna force me to do, at my local range, I don't get the double tap. You don't get to do any rapid fire. So you get comfortable just holding a static grip and just shooting that target at a slow pace. But once you get the double tapping and running rapid fire, then it forces you to lock down on your grip and put more control on the firearm to control that recoil. You know, the recoil is manageable, but it's still going to move if you don't have an adequate grip to hold that bad boy down and keep it on target. So that's something for me to work on. This Rock Island held his own. As you can see in the footage, this bad boy shoots pretty flat. It's not portal or anything, but it's heavy as hell. So that's the offset, and that's what kind of levels the playing field as far as the recoil. So this bad boy shot nice, completely reliable. Haven't had any issues out of this. I think one time I had it out, I was getting light primer strikes, but I think that's because I'd used a spray cleaner and I'd sprayed it, and I think it just got down there in the firing pin channel and just kind of gummed it up. So clean that, haven't had any issues since. But this is a nice piece. If you're looking for a budget, double stack, something you want to put a little bit of money in, it's a lot out there now, but this was out there for a while. So this is something to consider, especially if you like a heavy firearm. But I enjoy this. I enjoy these Rock Islands. That's why I've got a few of them. And then the big boys. This 40 cal, I never get enough of shooting this bad boy. For a 40, it shoots nice. This doesn't have, because it doesn't have a full rail, you don't have quite all the weight of the Rock Islands, but same platform. And this bad boy shoots nice. For a 40, dialed in, I like shooting the iron, so that keeps the practice up, but no issues. And then the granddaddy here, God's Caliber, that 45 ACP, ran reliable. When I did the polish job on this, I also polished up the free feed ramp and got this bad boy nice and glossy in there. So that really helped with reliability on this. So this bad boy runs, and it runs fine. So no issues on that. And the more I get it out, the more rounds I run through it, the better it runs. But this is a stylish piece, especially for the money. On these here, the price is real good on these. So if you can pick up one of these and if you can do the work yourself, you can end up with a nice firearm. This looks high end, but it's really just some elbow grease on this bad boy. It took a while to polish it up. You know, it's some work, but once it's done, it's done. So this is a nice piece. So where we went from here, I think I ran just the 9s one more time, ran another round through them bad boys, some precision shooting on each one of them, just to do some slow shooting until you can see the recoil. I think we double tapped at the end just to finish it off, and that's where we wrapped it up. So let's catch that footage, then we'll come back in and close out. Cool. So we live again. We're just gonna wrap it up with these. Let's go bottom right. We shoot with irons. So we're iron to iron, since there's no optic on the Rock Island. Okay. Switch it up. Oh. On my target there. Back to the Rock Island. Go top right. That boy's on. I think we're empty. Go lock back. Let's get right back in that groove. Let's go all the way bottom, far left. Once we're dialed in. Hey, hot brass, hot brass. Double tap. All right. And last but not least, we're gonna close out with that WatchTower. Got one empty target there. Double tap. I think that might have been it. Let's see. That is it. So that's gonna be a wrap for this range day. And I'll see you on the other side. All right, so there we are. So we didn't necessarily finish with a bang. That was just to finish out the mags I had and just do a little slow shooting with it. This WatchTower is definitely getting better each time out. I think I'm up to now about 600 rounds. So I'm not at 1,000 yet. I think I did 300 each time out on this bad boy, somewhere thereabouts. But it is just coming into its own. So absolutely no complaints. I'm going to keep running this bad boy. I am loving it. No regrets here at all. I still don't necessarily care for that flat gold mag well. I really much prefer it match the rest of the finishes. So that is something that I will change here somewhere in the near future, because that bothers me. You know, that's a little OCD thing for me here. But the Rock Island, I don't know when I'm going to get this bad boy doctored up, but I will be getting it worked up. So stay tuned for that. But when you see this bad boy, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot for sure. So that's it for now. It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if your thoughts on that Rock Island as far as running parallel with that WatchTower as far as recoil. This was only a recoil comparison. Definitely not trying to compare the two firearms. But that's it for now. Check me out on other platforms at Bust Them Guns, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Rumble. So until next time, holla.